the KJAG Radio Facebook page too. So
okay, let me
you
go
can
there.
just share that.
Right.
And Jay Birdwell's back with us. Kane in the building, or if you know him from the smoker fight circuit, Kane Monster. Skylo in the building. I much prefer Skylo. It's more marketable, I think. But he's got the hat on. Look at that. He's got the whole thing. He's ready to market. Ready to market your business, bitches.
Right, of course.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not imprinting yourself if you don't have the marketable tools to go along with it, man. You're never gonna get nowhere. Like JB Wells, she got a book. You see what I'm saying? She's not only a publisher, she's a writer. She has her books. She's out there.
I'm not a publishing company.
Huh?
I'm not a publisher.
No, I said you publish your books. You gotta publish your books to write them, right?
Yeah, there's a difference.
What is the difference, Jay? Explain it to us.
Publishing company.
They collect your rights.
I'm not a publisher. I'm just an
But
author.
I never called you a publisher.
Yeah.
I just said you publish your books.
Yeah.
But it just goes into this is your brand. That's what you do. You see what I'm saying? She publishes books, and she has the material to give out. That's her merchandise. So when you see JD Wells, she's offering you not only a business card but her book that she's marketing. So with myself, it's the same thing. I'm an entertainer. I am a musician. So I believe in something. I own a business. I am a BMI affiliate. I am a publisher myself. So that all falls into line with AStarEntertainment.com. Thank you for the plug.
Yeah.
You got to do it. Just hit me up at AStarEntertainment.com. Y'all know what it is.
So
flagging.
Okay.
Go to whattheheck.com.
Well, everybody's plugging.
Hey, we supposed to.
That's what you do here.
Yeah.
Waiting on the fell to give us a holla holla holla, as they say.
And now I have 2 credits on International Movie Database.
So what are these 2 credits? This is another thing I want to know. And how did you get these 2 credits so we can get Skylo 2 credits?
I wrote a trailer for a movie.
Okay.
Contacted by the director, and he had me fix the movie trailer for the
Look
movie
at that.
called Valerie. And then the other one, I acted in a movie with my dog, and he ended up giving me credit as Little Bo Peep.
Little Bo Peep.
Yes.
You were Little Bo Peep.
Yes.
And Skylo with us, Jay Birdwells.
I was dressed in my
There I am with
House
my
on the Prairie dress with my shepherd's crook and my big Great Pyrenees.
And let's see, where is Kendall Penny? Kendall Penny was supposed to give us a holla holla. Let me see if I can pull up Kendall Penny on the old Skype.
Your live feed is distracting.
He's just monitoring. Well, he can just turn his phone off on his phone, or he can just turn the audio off on his phone. Well, where's old Kendall Penny? Where's the big star? She
I'm plugging y'all in. You know how many?
There's no Kendall Penny.
She ran away.
Damn it, she ran away.
I'm inviting everybody right now.
The call was declined. She was declined, or she declined us, or I declined her, or somebody got declined, or maybe I can find old what the hell was her name? And there's this guy. Let me see if I can call Arthur. Arthur is very interesting. Arthur and you would get into all sorts of arguments. We'll see if Arthur will pick up his Skype.
Why would we get in arguments?
We'll see if he picks up his Skype. I wonder if Arthur can hear us or see us. Arthur. He's not the guy from the Charlie Chaplin movie. Or not, what was that? Charlie Chaplin? Ben Vereen? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there he is. I just took a shot to see if you were online. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
Pretty good. We have a guest that we were waiting on, and we had a little bit of time, and I figured you're always good for a good conversation about things, so I figured I would just take a shot to just give you a call and see if you were around.
That's not what he said. What he said was, hey, let's have
Well, that too.
Talk to Jay so we can get them in an argument
We could do that too. We could get Arthur and Jay into an argument while we're here, while we're sitting here.
So
But
are
you might have to switch over to that mic so Arthur can hear you.
I'm gonna start the argument real quick.
You're gonna start the argument with Arthur and Jay.
Who likes fried chicken more, blacks or whites? The argument begins.
Black?
Now, what makes you say black?
Because I don't.
I don't even like fried chicken.
So Arthur, do you like fried chicken?
Do I like fried chicken?
Yes.
No, I happen to be a vegetarian.
Look at that! Look at that!
I guess I lose this one, right? The argument
awesome.
ended that early.
That's awesome.
And I'm sorry, but I don't self-identify as a white. I'm a mud.
I never could. What?
Mud.
Okay.
You know, this is something else that's kind of been a running theme of today's show. And Arthur, I've got to get your thoughts on this.
Oh dear God.
You have been on with us in the past, and we've talked about all sorts of different things. Yep. And one of the things that I've never asked you about is the 63 genders. There's all these people that identify as this or identify as that.
I couldn't find mine.
What do you make of that? I always thought it was man and woman, and that was it.
Look at that.
Well, my thought is that we're really, what my dad used to say is there's a rise of the human spirit. And, a lot of times we'll look around and we'll see the world looking depressing. But really, so many new things are kind of coming into our consciousness and our way of thinking. And we're moving so much away from all the separations and divisions and hatreds to discovering that we're one. And I think it's all in the past. I mean, we're sort of learning how to celebrate our diversity, to appreciate our differences, to not think we all have to be, that everybody else has to be like me. And at the same time, to realize there's a certain oneness in the diversity. It kind of seems like a contradiction. I mean, if we're so diverse, how can we be one? But really, at heart, I think that's the truth. Our body is full of all these diverse parts, and they all work out into a balance. And I think that's the way the universe works.
By the way, Arthur, talk to me about your background there. You've got an amazing background. Is that your kitchen? Where are you calling us or Skyping us from?
I'm here by the beach in Baja. Can you see the ocean there?
Look at that. There's the ocean, baby.
Okay. My office is right here overlooking the ocean on the beach in Baja. And back here behind me, we have, you see this old pair of shoes?
Yes. Whose shoes are those?
Shoes worn through. Why would they have the old pair of shoes on their wall? Can you see who that is in the picture?
A little bit. The reflection of the sun is kind of screwing with the camera, but
ooh, look at the ocean.
Those are the shoes that Peace Pilgrim wore when she finished her 50,000-mile walk for peace, and she kept walking the rest of her life. She was a woman, this woman called Peace Pilgrim. I met her. I was a high school student, and she stayed at our house in Washington D.C. And we bought her a new pair of shoes because she finished her 50,000-mile walk, and these had a big hole in the bottom. But she was an amazing woman. She just decided, I'm just going to start walking for peace. And she had no money, no car. She wouldn't accept rides for 50,000 miles. She just had this little blue tunic with her toothbrush in her pocket. She wouldn't accept money, but she would accept food and shelter if anybody offered it. And she traveled for years like that, just with absolute faith in the universe, had all these amazing experiences. There's books she puts out. If you look up Peace Pilgrim and audio tapes and videos, of course, she's passed away now. That was back when I was in high school. We had her there. But she's a phenomenal inspiration. And
that's dope.
So you bought her a new pair of shoes, Arthur, and then you kept the old ones and just framed them.
Yep.
Well, can you buy me some Jordans so I can get to walking?
That's right.
Because I'm ready. I'm ready to do my walk for peace too, man.
I just want moccasins.
So what other cool things do you have there in the office besides you've got the shoes?
Well, let's see. This is the Moondance Film Award we won at a film festival. And
look at that! You won a film festival award.
And that's in Paris when we opened that. That's there, and then up higher, you see pictures of Santa Claus. Let me see if we can see those. Let me stand up a minute. At Christmas, I do Santa for kids here in Baja. You know, there's a lot of poor kids. Some of them don't even have a.
Look at that! Look at that!
So a lot of them don't have other Christmas presents and stuff. So I had in September, October, November, I started growing my beard out, and I bleached it white, and I become Santa for all these kids. And my dad was also Santa. That's what you can see the picture of him. This
yes.
My dad, he was a Santa, and he also would he was an incredible guy. He would walk into violent situations, calm them with his peaceful energy. Here's another cool picture of mine.
Wow.
That was my dad, and he and my mom met in Washington, D.C. at the Quaker meeting, the Fellowship of Reconciliation. They were going to a meeting to integrate a lunch counter. They had a sit-in in the 1940s, integrate a lunch counter in Washington, D.C. And they met and fell in love during that meeting. So kind of I was born out of the civil rights movement, early
That's
civil
awesome.
rights.
That's
And,
awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
cool.
cool. I like that.
From the ghetto, and they would go take them to the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, and all that. And he would stop and stare. This is when there was strict segregation. You know, they couldn't even take the kids into a drugstore to get them a drink of water or to buy them some food because, you know, the blacks weren't allowed. And he would stop and stare. You know, what's this white couple with all these black kids? You might see a black nanny with white kids, but not the other way around. So they
That's a cool deal.
one day they were at the Pan American building, and they were seeing these recreations of parrots and all that. I actually have some pictures of that. If you want me to maybe just even share it on the screen.
Yeah, if you could pull that up somehow, that's pretty cool. That so you got your film award back there. You've got all sorts of photos and different things. I think you've got a fantastic setup there, and
here on the beach.
you're right there on the beach. Life's a beach, baby. I'm glad that truly is one of those things that's actually happening. Oh, look at this!
Right, life's a beach and then you swim.
Life's a beach and then you swim.
All I can think of is like big beaches, and I cannot lie.
Look at that! Those
like big beaches and I cannot lie.
You've got some. You've got some pretty cool photos here. That is a.
Did we lose a feed?
No, we've still got him. The early Civil War photos, early civil rights work.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's dope.
You've got some.
I'm hearing background somewhere.
It's probably Skylo's video from his phone.
I would like some
as he monitors us.
I want some of the pictures for my videos, man.
Look at that. Those are some pretty interesting. Yeah, there are a lot of rappers I know, Arthur, that would use those photos in videos, man. Those are pretty tight.
Yeah, here's my dad on the steps of the Capitol with the kids and the Lincoln Memorial. You can see them here. Let me go a little bigger here. Oops. Okay, wait a second. Okay, so let me tell you the story about this one. Pirates at the Pan American building. Let me go to that.
Okay.
Okay. So here they went to the Pan American building. I don't know if you can see the parrot here, but this is a
yes.
parrot. All these kids got to go to that amazing building. And when they got back to the ghetto, there was a street fight going on, and people were breaking beer bottles over each other's head and bleeding, and there was a soldier standing there, and the soldier said, "Man, I fought in 2 world wars, but I wouldn't get mixed up with two wars. I don't know if they were world, but 2 wars, and I wouldn't get mixed up in that mess." But to my dad, these were, parents of the kids, people in trouble, and he just walked quietly into their midst. This is my dad, this fellow here. And he just stood there kind of grounding the energy, just being quiet. And one of them turned to him and said, well, he started it, he was doing this, and he was doing that. And the other was, I did not, he did this and that. And so pretty soon, they all started telling him he did this, he did that. And my dad just listened and nod, and pretty soon the fight energy calmed down, and they started loading people into cars and taking them to the hospital. And my dad, was just quiet, peaceful spirit, was able to break up the fight where the soldier wouldn't dare to tread.
That's a heck of a deal. You've got some pretty good photos here, my friend. This has turned completely into something completely different than what I had imagined here. So tell me about some of these other photos that you've got here.
Well, these were other, okay, this is my dad with a fellow named Collison Todd, and a group of, he had a radio program called Americans All, this fellow over here, Collison Todd. Yes. And when after they had this sit-in to try to integrate lunch counter, and people got arrested and nobody seemed to change their mind, my mom said to Thomas and Todd, he said, I think there's another way to do that. Why don't you come here with my dad? This is my dad here, and this is Thomas and Todd. My mom must be taking the picture because I don't see her in the picture. I don't think she's in there. That could be her. I'm not sure. Anyway, but they ended up. It would have an arrow pointing to it if it was her. So it says Leon and Todd, Thomas and Todd. So they went back to that same restaurant, and my mom just kind of filled themselves with almost like a peace bubble, this spirit of love and friendship and animated conversation, and kind of just didn't create any space. The manager was standing there kind of staring, why is this black person thinking they can eat here? But my mom didn't give them any space to break in and say, sorry, you can't eat here. And she just kind of tossed out the order, we'll have the eggs or something. And then she just kept going. And they ended up getting served. And then my mom said to the manager afterwards, why was that so bad? Why couldn't a black person eat here? And, he had been wanting to intervene to tell her that they couldn't, but her spirit was so strong that they couldn't do it. So, my parents had some pretty cool experiences.
Man.
Blow up of Todd, Thomas and Todd, and my dad. Yeah, and these other people all working for race relations. A lot of people think of the civil rights movement starting in 1952, but it was really way before that. This was back in the 40s, and of course there were people for years working on these issues. So anyway, that's a little bit of that history. Well, I don't have a lot of time. Did your other guests show up yet, or are you?
No, actually, I just wanted to give you a quick call here, and this has been blow away content here. Thank you for sharing these photos, Arthur.
Right.
Cool. Well, I'm pleased to do so. It's a nice surprise to hear from you.
Yes.
And he didn't block
And
me on
I
Facebook.
appreciate that.
Well, Arthur, I will be in touch, and we will get you back on when we have a little bit more time, and we'll do this again, my friend. Thank you for jumping in here with us.
Send me a link to.
I will do that as soon as I get this video uploaded. I'll shoot you over something.
Cool.
Thank you,
All
my
right,
friend. Have yourself a happy Sunday.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, my friend. There he goes. That was quite the deal. I was quite shocked that didn't turn into a knockdown drag-out. I was going to try to get him and Jay Bird Wells into it, but it didn't happen. Didn't happen.
He was by the beach.
He was by the beach. He didn't care. So
Life's a beach.
Life's a beach. You're damn right. Life's a beach, baby.
Beaches cannot lie.
So life's a beach, and then you swim, which I've learned a new phrase here from hanging out with Skylo.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Yes,
Life's a beach, and then you swim.
Yes. I'm ready to talk to the people, man. Let them know what's going on.
And he